The Pittsburgh Steelers have made an unexpected move in their search for a quarterback this offseason, re-signing Mason Rudolph to a 2-year deal. The move has left some fans scratching their heads, as many expected the team to make a more significant splash in their quarterback hunt. Although Rudolph is now officially part of the team, the starting quarterback spot remains very much up for grabs. The Steelers are still actively pursuing one of the biggest names in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers, in the hope of securing his services for the 2025 season. Reports have surfaced indicating that the Steelers have placed all their hopes on Rodgers, with the team fully invested in the idea of bringing the legendary quarterback to Pittsburgh. However, the decision now lies in Rodgers' hands. Will he join the Steelers, or will he choose another destination? As Pittsburgh waits for his decision, the team is simultaneously considering other options to bolster their quarterback position. One such option has been suggested by Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio, who believes that if Rodgers falls through, the Steelers could turn to a name that might surprise many: former Cleveland Browns quarterback Jameis Winston. Florio discussed this possibility on the latest episode of Pro Football Talk, where he explained that Winston could be a solid choice for the Steelers, even if he's not the first name fans might expect to hear. Florio suggested that the Steelers could be in a position where, if they fail to land Rodgers, Winston could step in as a legitimate option. "I think Jameis Winston could be the guy if they don't get Rodgers," Florio said. "He has the arm to stretch the field and push the ball down the field to talented receivers like DK Metcalf." While Winston's career has been marked by flashes of brilliance mixed with bouts of inconsistency, Florio believes that the Steelers could see value in his strong arm and ability to make deep throws. Despite his ups and downs, Winston's skill set would give the Steelers an intriguing option if their pursuit of Rodgers doesn't materialize. Winston has certainly had his fair share of highs and lows throughout his career. In fact, during his time with the Cleveland Browns last season, he set a franchise record for passing yards in a single game, throwing for 497 yards. Along with those massive yardage numbers, he also threw 4 touchdowns. However, the game wasn't without its blemishes. Winston's performance was marred by 3 interceptions, 2 of which were returned for touchdowns, resulting in a crushing 41-32 loss for the Browns. This rollercoaster performance is indicative of Winston's career to date. Brilliant one moment and frustratingly inconsistent the next. But Winston's ability to make big plays cannot be overlooked. His deep ball and ability to stretch the field make him an intriguing option for a team like the Steelers, who may be looking for someone who can add a spark to their offense. It's clear that Winston has the talent to compete at the NFL level, even if his decision-making and consistency have been major concerns. If the Steelers find themselves without Rodgers, Winston could provide them with a high-ceiling, high-risk alternative at quarterback. While Russell Wilson has been a name frequently mentioned in connection with the Steelers during the offseason, there have been indications that the team may not be as interested in him as some initially thought. Wilson's struggles in recent seasons, particularly in Denver, have made some question whether he's still the player he once was. If the Steelers are truly not sold on Wilson for 2025, they may choose to go in a different direction. This leaves the door open for Winston to potentially join the competition. If the Steelers do fail to land Rodgers and decide to explore other options, Winston could become a surprise contender for the starting job. With Rudolph already on the roster, the Steelers could have an interesting quarterback battle on their hands during training camp, with both Rudolph and Winston vying for the top spot under center. In the end, the Steelers' quarterback situation remains fluid and full of uncertainty. The team's pursuit of Rodgers is still the primary focus, but if they are left without him, they'll need to make a decision quickly to ensure they have the right quarterback in place for the 2025 season. Whether that quarterback is Mason Rudolph, Jameis Winston, or someone else entirely remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: the Steelers are exploring all their options and leaving no stone unturned in their search for their next signal caller.